and I'll enable SSL on the admin server. Okay, so it's as simple as port. So it's grayed out. I just enable it. SSL port is there, and I'll save. Let me go to security and make sure that the demo identity, demo trust is configured for this example. Previously, I had configured a custom identity and custom trust. That's the reason you still see this identity.jks and so on, but all this is grayed out, right? And right now, I'm using a demo identity and demo trust. I'll go to SSL, confirm that it's demo identity, demo trust, all good. Shopping cart is full. I have to commit the change. So the change is committed. Now everything is good. Now let me go to the WebLogic admin console and try to connect to this admin server on SSL port. Okay, 7002 HTTPS. Let me try to connect. Okay, all good. I'm able to access. Now let me try the same thing on WebLogic Remote Console. I'll disconnect first. I'll create another provider instead of editing this. I'll call it maybe local on SSL. Yeah, okay. I'll give the WebLogic user password. In the URL, I'm going to change the protocol to HTTPS and the port to 7002. Now let me click on OK, and I expect it to connect. Oh, what happened? There is an error, right? Now, the reason for this error is WebLogic Remote Console is an SSL client. AdminServer on SSL is an SSL server. So ideally, an SSL client should have the root and intermediate certificate of the SSL server. But in this case, WRC Trust Store does not have the root and intermediate certificate of your admin server, which is the demo root and intermediate certificate, right? So there is an easier way to just ignore this error and go on. Let me do that quickly. I'll just check this box, which is called Make Insecure Connection. Now this is going to ignore everything, just like your browser did for your admin console. And when I click on OK, it ignores everything about the certificate. It just connects on SSL. But I want to do it the right way. I don't want to use this. So first thing I'll do is, let me go back to this settings and uncheck this. I'll get the old error again. All right. So now let me configure a trust store in your WRC. I go to File, Settings. There was an option here for trust store type. But where should I pass a URL here? No. So what you have to do is type, this is a type, right? Trust store type. In my case, it is a JKS. Type JKS. And you'll see that there is another option which pops up, which is a trust store path. So in this path, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and select the path for the demo trust.jks. Instead of doing this import and all that, I'll just give the path for the demo trust.jks itself. So I'll choose this. It's in the WL home server lib. Let me just type demo trust. That should be faster. And yeah, that's there. And I'll click on open. All right, I've configured a demo trust.jks. So now your WebLogic Remote Console is trusting the certificate. Now let's try to connect and see what happens. Oh no, there is another error. What does it say? It says no subject alternative DNS name matching. So what happened is your CN of the certificate had the host name. But in this case, in the URL, I'm giving localhost. So there is a hostname verification mismatch. So that is the reason you're getting this error. And it's also checking all the SAN certificate, if it's a SAN certificate and if it has additional host names, and it does not, so it's throwing an error. You can either give the actual host name here, similar to what you have on your CN, or you can disable hostname verification. So let me disable hostname verification for this test because I don't want to show you my host name. Go to settings, and there is an option here, disable hostname verification, yes. Save. Now let's try to connect. And this is the correct way on how you connect to an admin server which is running on SSL.